Hey, it's Scotty. So I'm just sitting here answering emails, and I really do appreciate and I'm grateful that you guys would trust me to answer your email questions. And I've gotten a number of recommendations for the vet list. Look at this crazy hair. And so I really do appreciate all of your help with the channel. Um, there's a surprising trend that I want to talk about right now, real quickly. There's a surprising trend that I get sometimes in the emails. Um, well, what I want to say is that fairly often people will message me and they'll say, I went to the vet because my guinea pig was sick and they gave me some medicine and now it's coming back. And they'll say something like, oh, my guinea pig was, you know, had a sore or was bleeding or was, just some kind of like vague symptoms. And then they'll say, and now it's back. And in all of these cases, they don't exactly get a diagnosis, or they don't know what the diagnosis is. And in a lot of these cases, they don't know what the medicine that they were given is. And if you have a sick guinea pig, you need to identify the symptoms. In most cases, these are common illnesses. There are some times where there are more rare illnesses, but in most cases, there's a list of common illnesses, whether it's a respiratory infection, whether it's, ringworm or mange or heart disease or a stone or tooth issues. There's just a number of different things. But whatever it is, you take your guinea pig to the vet, you're trying to find out what the answer is. What is the illness so that you can treat it? And if that is medicine that's required, you can't give medicine unless you know what the treatment is. This seems like common sense to a lot of us, but you would be surprised. I'm not trying to be critical, but or call anyone out, but you would be surprised how many emails I do get where people say, the vet gave me some medicine, but my guinea pig's still sick, and they don't seem to have a grasp of what the illness was. And, and a lot of times they'll say, well, is this a good medication? It's like, medication is medication. Is it appropriate for the illness? So when you go to the vet, you are trying to find an answer. What is wrong? In most cases, with guinea pigs, when you get to know common illnesses, you should be able to diagnose these common illnesses yourself. Maybe not always, or maybe you have a suspicion, but if you hear breathing issues, and vets do have tools, listening tools, seeing tools, diagnostic tools, x-rays and things. So you probably won't be able to diagnose a stone. You may not be able to diagnose a urinary infection or a respiratory infection. And sometimes there are illnesses that share symptoms with other illnesses. So it is important to go to the vet to get that proper diagnosis. And then you can treat the illness once you have it identified with the proper medicine or the proper procedure or whatever it is. And sometimes maybe there is a cause of the illness that can be changed, the behavior, something in the cage, maybe there's something that you're giving that you shouldn't be giving. But the point is, when you go to a vet, you're trying to find out the answer to what is wrong, what is the illness. Hopefully it is a diagnosable illness that can then be treated. And so when you leave the vet, you should be leaving with an understanding of what is wrong. And if you've been given medication, you need to know why you've been given that medication and what that medication is for and what it is. I do have a list of vets on my website. Always the link is in the description. So please check that out, and you can go to my website, Scotty's Animals, and right there you'll see a link to the vets. So I really hope that you'll do that, and then you will leave the vets with an understanding of what the actual illness is, what the medicine is, and how to treat it. And I'm sure if you aren't sure, you can call your vet back and they will explain it. All right.